Okay, now we will start the discussion with loop statements. Okay, so it means like you have a repetitive statements and you can make it shorter, right? Let's say you want to display um, you want to display hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3, something like that, to that effect. Okay, so we can use the for loop. Okay, we'll discuss two types of loops that we can use. For let's say I, okay, in, and then we specify a list that we want to show. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we can print hello world and then I. We can do that. Nine. Alright. So hello world 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Okay, so we can do this. Another alternative for this one will be using while. So you have to initialize the value of I, for example. I is just a temporary container for the values that actually changes. So it's really a variable. Okay, so while I is what? Less than 10. Okay, what you'll do is print, let's say hello world, and then the value of I, and then we'll do the shorthand assignment operator for I. We want to increase its value by 1. Okay, so it will do the same thing. Okay, so you know this is short. Well, it kind of looks shorter, right? But this one we have to specify the value of I itself. Okay, so this is actually very basic. Now, of course, this one, let's say we want to increment it by 2, then we can do that. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So it's like you are producing the odd numbers as well, right? Okay, so now there's another thing that you can use because this one is kind of longer, right? So I we can use the range function, say from 0 to 9. Okay, so if you try to um, show this range of values, it's from 0 to 8. Because normally this one will give us the number of elements. So if you notice, this is we already have 9 elements here. So if you want to make sure it's from 0 to 9 or from 1 to 9, so it will be like this. Okay, so but if you want to use it in a list, we don't need to use the list function there, and then we can use this hello world and then the value of I. And I think I missed something. Oh yeah, the keyword in, then there. No? So what happens is for I in this certain list, so it will take one value at a time. I mean, I will have a value one at a time and then display it here. Okay, so this is an example of a loop. Okay, you can actually perform other loop control. You can use loop control statements if you're using infinite loop. In here, you can use an infinite loop because as long as your I is not as long as your I is less than 10, it will perform that statement. But if you don't specify a a limit for that, an expression, let's say while true, I mean, as if you put it as while it is always true, and then you just have a line that will terminate the loop. Let's say if I is greater than 100, then you can use the break statement. Okay. There. It's exactly the same thing, so you can do that. Alright, so that's it for the loop statements. These are the very basic ones that you can use. So aside from break, for loop control, you also have continue and pass statements.